Quick little story for you guys to start off this vlog. Last night I tried to sleep at a Walmart that's actually across the street from the Planet Fitness I was at for the beginning of yesterday's vlog, because there was a ton of campers and RVs actually already in that parking lot. It was basically like a campground, so I figured it would be fine. And around 2 a.m. somebody pounds on my window and wakes me up, and I real quick call out, "Yeah," and they say, "Hey, we're asking everybody to leave." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "All right, great, have a good night." And then, I pull my curtains back, get my shoes on, and hop up front, and I look around, and just all these campers and RVs are just pulling out. Like, they just emptied out the parking lot of us. And it was really weird. I had never experienced something like that, especially not at a place where there was tons of us. That's usually where I feel comfortable at a Walmart. It's like there's so many other campers here, so everything, it's like a fine place to do it, but just kicked us all out. It was kind of interesting. Time to do a full cleanup job on this thing once again. So for those of you that don't know, this is what the platform looks like with nothing on it. I pulled it out a little bit so I could really get in here. Now this is how, I didn't even realize that this is how messy I let this inside area get. But not really embarrassed of it. It's just kind of the reality of living in such a small space. So gonna take all this stuff out now and get it back to the way it was at the beginning. Now in this RV right over here, there lives a man named Ron, and Ron came over to say hello and introduce himself. He said he liked my RV. It's kind of funny, and I told him I aspire to have something like his. And the video got cut off, so I'm adding this way after the fact. Ron was a super friendly guy. He's been traveling around in that camper for a long time, and he says he always does it solo. And his first vehicle, the reason he came over to me was because his first vehicle that he lived and traveled in was, I think it was a 1979 Jeep Willys, which is like the really cool old one. If you guys don't know it, just Google it real quick. Really cool looking and really tiny. So he was a lot more cramped even than I am in here. So he knows how it is. And he said the one he has right now that you saw in the earlier clip is his 7th. So he's upgraded a whole bunch of times. And I let him know that's where I aspire to be, going around in a rig like that. And yeah, cool guy. And then he actually he let me know he has a microwave on board, and he said, if you want to run in there at any point today and get some frozen food and heat it up, just give me a knock on the camper and let me know, and I'll heat it up for you. And that's so cool. Like, there's no reason that he had to say that, but he's just a good guy. Got myself a bunch of waters, some Gatorades, because being dehydrated sucks, and I'm not about to let that happen again. Just made another huge improvement here, guys. I put the camping mat inside of the sleeping bag, so it's taking up the same amount of space, but it's much more like a sleeping system now. Should do a lot for comfort and warmth. Here's the final result for the bed area. Looking nice and comfy. It kind of takes up more space now with the sleeping bag, but like the sleeping bag just pushes around wherever you want it to go, so it's not really taking up more space. Cooler, that's the permanent cooler spot. That's where it's gonna be. The guitar fits perfectly right here. Doesn't even interrupt me when I'm sleeping, so perfect spot there for that. And everything else is just, I now have all of the little things that were in spots they shouldn't be, just like scattered around. They're all back where they belong. And then all the big things that were just taking up a lot of space because they weren't where they belong are all back in their permanent spot. Some of them have new permanent spots, and it's just good. Everything just, it all feels better now. And obviously we all know, you know, cleaning up your living space kind of like makes you feel better mentally, but it's like times 1,000 when you live in a vehicle, trust me. All right, guys. So yesterday, at the end of the vlog, I asked you guys what I should do. And one answer, it was probably my favorite answer, was to go out into the middle of nowhere and play some music. So as you guys can see, I am here. I have my guitar, and this is a cover of the song called Death of Me by City and Color. Do I have nothing good left to say? Do I need whiskey to start fueling my complaints? People love to drink their troubles away. Sometimes I feel that I'd be better off that way. Maybe then I could sleep at night. I wouldn't lie awake until the morning light. This is something that I'll never control. My nerves will be the death of me, I know. I know. I know. So here's to living life miserable, and here's to all the lonely stories that I've told. Maybe drinking wine would validate my sorrow. Every man needs a muse, and mine could be the bottle. Maybe then I could sleep at night. I wouldn't lie awake until the morning light. This is something that I'll never control. My nerves will be the death of me. My nerves will be the death of me. My nerves will be the death of me, I know. Now, to be honest with you guys, I skipped a couple of parts in that song, and I really wasn't feeling like I was doing well. But you know what? I'm gonna throw it in the video because. But you know what? I'm gonna throw it in the video anyway because that's what I like to do. You guys will see now. You know, as I include more music playing, you'll get to follow the improvement with that as well, which is kind of what my channel is all about. You know, watching me kind of grow and figure all of this stuff out. So to wrap up this vlog, I wanted to rehash the topic of Patreon. Now, just to start off, as usual, I do want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to all of my current patrons. I never want to feel like, I would never want you guys to feel like I don't remember you or that I take you for granted. It just blows my mind that I have you guys there who are supporting me in such a real way that if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be, you know, where I'm at, and who knows if I would even still be able to keep doing what I'm doing. So that is really, it's so amazing that I have you guys. And I also wanted to sort of talk to those of you who have thought about being a patron, you know, have thought about pledging on my Patreon and have not yet. I kind of wanted to just make it clear for you guys what that would mean to me. And when I say what it would mean to me, I don't I mean both what it would mean, to me emotionally, and also what it would actually mean for my life, what it would do for me. Emotionally, obviously, it would just be each pledge that I've gotten on Patreon has just kind of been like, wow, it's so cool because it means so much. I've been doing this for 6 months now, and I've been doing my absolute best to post a video every single day for how long now, and it's a thing that I'm doing because I love it and that I have such a strong vision of where it can go. But as you guys know, it's not like I'm getting, even if I do it every single day, the filming and the editing and everything and coming up with ideas for it, it's not like I'm getting paid a full-time salary in any way. So to have people, giving me that kind of support, which is real, it's what makes it so I can put gas in the Jeep and put food in my stomach and keep on exploring. It just means so much that, you guys would value my channel and I guess, care about me that much. It's, even though that feels so crazy to say, but yeah, it's true. And yeah, so the other half of that is what it would mean actually to my life and what it would mean to my channel, since they are now one and the same. Where I'm at right now is I have $108 coming in every month from Patreon, and the budget that I set for myself from day one, and that I've been able to sometimes be a little bit below, sometimes be a little bit above, is $400. That's what I decided I was going to learn how to live on, and then stick to living on, because it's, it goes along with kind of like minimum, every single time on this channel that I try to say minimalism, I mess it up. And it's so funny because I'm not like that with any other words, but it goes along with a minimalism kind of lifestyle, learning how to eat cheap, learning how to conserve gas, learning just all those things. And I think it was a good solid number to be able to stick with. And so that means that there's more than 300 unique views throughout the day, each day. I mean, most of them are the same views as the day before, but there's 300 unique visitors each day to my videos, which means that there's a little bit over 300 of you that are following me closely enough to be watching me every day and watching my new video each day when it comes out. And I've talked in this way before about these support systems, but if all 300 of you viewers that are following along every day and kind of, on the sidelines cheering for me, pledged $1 per month, and that's $12 per year. If you decided that this journey that I'm posting daily was worth $12 a year, I would be at the point where my budget was covered by my channel, and I would be able to, every day that I'm trying to come up with ideas and I'm filming and I'm editing and I'm producing these films, I would be getting enough back from you guys, which is what it all is, to be able to actually sustain it and keep going. And then I wouldn't have to, I've spent half of my day today in Starbucks looking for another job in the area here, and I mean, that's cool. The problem is, though, that I don't want to have to get something that's like full time and put the dailies on hold again, because that's just what I think this story is meant to be, is a daily thing that you can follow along with and, like be with me in that way. So most likely what's going to be happening, though, for a little bit right now, is that I am going to have to get something that's like full time in the area, like I did with Amazon, just to get some more money, kind of stored up. But if you have ever considered supporting me on Patreon, the link is down below. It always is, the top of the description. Head over there and do it. $1 is going to make a huge difference. I'm just saying, guys, that would be amazing. And as you guys all know, and if this was off-putting to anybody, I really sincerely apologize. But as you all know, it's not like I'm doing this to try to get you guys to pay me money. All of the support that you guys show me in any way that you do is all insane to me and amazing. Those of you that watch every single day, every day you blow my mind that my content is that, you know, is that kind of thing for you, that you come back every day. It just is awesome in that way. And thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for those who like my videos, comment on my videos, and share my videos. It really does mean the world. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow.